Tuesday, the 23rd of August 2011. Welcome to this morning's United Kingdom Talk. Now, in yesterday's show, you did see that Nick, our cabbie, had sent me in a wonderful apron that he purchased on his recent holiday with his lovely wife Fifi to Cyprus. And I did say I would be wearing it on the next cookery show, but I can't wait, I'm afraid. I've had to wear it on today's show, and I am now sporting the said apron from Cyprus. I'm afraid it doesn't quite cover my pectoral muscles, and they do stick out. I mean, it's not. It's a good job I'm not a woman, really. Pardon? I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not a. Can I just point? I am not a woman. No, and it doesn't quite cover my chest properly. So apologies. I do apologise if you're offended by that. But yes, it's a nice apron, isn't it? Really. Is it right that you can get these? I heard that you could get male naked waiters or near naked waiters, and all they do is they wear an apron similar to this, and that's all they've got on. So when they're behind, you know, when they turn around, you see everything behind. Shocking. I mean, maybe that's a job I could do. What do you reckon? I mean, I suppose you have to have a certain type of body to be able to do that, don't you? Huh? Just an idea. I've got another little video to show for you this morning. Not as long as the one yesterday, but nevertheless a nice little video of my recent trip last Thursday with my sister and my nephew Jimmy on their very first plane trip to Glasgow and back. Now, I'm afraid we didn't actually get as far as Glasgow with the video, and I shall tell you why. Okay, so first of all, we got up, I think about 9 o'clock. It wasn't a very early flight. We got up at 9 o'clock last Thursday morning. All right, my good friend Ronnie took us to the airport in his posh car. Got out the car, went up the moving walkway thing, which my sister was amazed by, this moving walkway, through departures, and then unfortunately we came to the perfumes and the handbags, and we were stuck there for 15 minutes while she was poking around, seeing how much the handbags and smelling all the perfumes and all that. You know what it's like at an airport. And then through to the departure gate and what have you, and then got on the plane, at which point I forgot to turn the video camera off, right? So I put the camera back in its case. You'll see all this on the video. I put the camera back in its case and then left it switched on and filming for the hour and 10 minutes that we were on the plane. Of course, that meant when we got to the other end, I got to Glasgow airport, and once we'd gone through security, because you can't do any filming in there. Do you want to come up, Katie? Katie, come on in. No, she'll come up when she's ready. Once we'd gone for the security, I got the camera out at Glasgow airport to film us coming out the airport, and I thought, oh no, battery is flat as a pancake and no more, well, wasn't any memory card left either. So I'm very sorry about that. We managed to get the film up to when we got onto the plane, and then it stops. All right, so you will see that at the end. It's just a cute little video, and a wonderful day. Were they nervous? My sister didn't appear, at least to me, to be nervous at all. And neither did my nephew Jimmy until we were actually sitting on the plane. He was all right then. So he's all right in the car, on the way to the airport. In the airport, he's had a little look around at things in there. On the plane, when he got on the plane, he seemed to be all right. But the moment the plane started taxiing, his personality changed completely. He went absolutely white and stone cold to the touch. I was holding his hand, right? He was absolutely ice cold, and probably shock had set in, and I was a bit worried about him. And then this carried on for a while, and then he got up and said, "No, I can't. I've got to get off. I've got to get off." And we were already moving by then. At this point, one of the very nice, what do they call them now? One of the airline stewards happened to be passing, and Jimmy says, "Oh, can you get us some water?" And I said, "Oh, could you get Jimmy some water, my nephew some water?" Yeah, yeah. I said, "He wants to get off," and immediately he dropped everything, this bloke, and he came home and says, "Oh, why do you want to get off? It's all right, you know, you've got nothing to worry about," and all that. And he was really good. This is on a BA flight, incidentally. I'm not going up there but blooming Ryanair or EasyJet, you know, buy your own sandwiches and tea, that sort of thing. So we went up with British Airways. Very reasonable as well. It only cost us £60 each. That's return, which I thought was a very reasonable price, really, for a plane trip up to Scotland and back. And I think, really, Jimmy was getting a little bit worse as we were taxiing around, because it was a long taxi. We must have been taxiing for 20, 25 minutes. That's where the plane leaves the bit where you get on, right, the terminal, and drives round to the runway. It must have been 20, 25 minutes while it was doing that, and he was getting worse and worse. And then eventually we stopped, and you could hear the engines start up, and then he closed all the windows so he couldn't see out. And he really was. He had his eyes closed, and he was cuddled up to his mum, my sister, and I was holding his hand. After about 10 minutes, he kind of came round a bit and was better. And he was over the worst of it, really. We got to Glasgow, had a lovely time there. My sister and Jimmy and myself, we actually seemed to spend most of the time in a little shop where you could make your own teddy bears. Yes, wonderful. Oh, damn, I've got my teddy bears upstairs. I'll have to show it to you on the next show. But they both made me a teddy bear in the shop as like a thank you for taking them away and whatever. And they actually made 4 teddy bears altogether. You buy the basic bear, you choose some clothes and shoes and what have you for it, and then you put and then you take it to somewhere where they put the stuffing in. And I worked out, or Sharon worked out, she actually spent £140 on 4 teddy bears this day. I mean, it looks cheap before you start adding all the accessories, and then blimey. So I don't know how we were conned into paying like 40 quid for a teddy bear, but there we are. I mean, I've got mine and I'll show you on tomorrow's show, all right? We had quite a lot to eat that day. We kept stopping at places. We had a meal and a couple of cakes and biscuits and crisps and tea. And it was a day out, wasn't it? It was a lovely day out. The weather was actually not bad at all. There's a little bit of rain, but apart from that, it was all right. Glasgow, we just stayed in Glasgow city centre, really, looking around the shops. And then we went in this art gallery, and I was bitterly disappointed because it was modern art. You know the sort of thing, pile of rubbish on the floor, that's a piece of art. There was a record player, a turntable with a radio on it just going round and round. That was another piece of art, and we were very disappointed with that. I'm not into that modern art. It's just a complete load of rubbish, if you ask me. So we did that, and we took the bus to and from the airport, which was very reasonable. I think £6 each or something like that. And I think that was about it, really. Yeah, we went past this woman several times who was playing an accordion, you know, like a Romany-looking woman, or possibly from Romania. And she's just sitting there playing the accordion. She was there for hours. God, no, we didn't put any money in. No, I didn't put any money in her. She had a little thing in front. No, we didn't bother with that. But she was there for hours playing this accordion. Oh, I thought to myself, her finger's a mistake. And we also went in somewhere I've never been before, believe it or not, an Apple store. My God, they know their customer service in there. Not only are there just seems to be hundreds of members of staff, and they do approach you, but it's not in a pushy way. I was very, very impressed with the Apple store. Very modern, very clean, very friendly staff, all of them quite young from what I could see. And wonderful, wonderful products. You know, this Apple stuff is good. The only Apple item I've got 2 items. I've got an iPod and I've got an iPhone, but they had all the computers in there and a massive, very big screen computer that I thought that looked nice in my bedroom. You know, and lots of other bits and pieces in there. I was going to buy an extended battery thing for my iPhone. At the moment, I've got my iPhone and I've got a rubber case around it, which is very useful because it has been dropped a few times and it seems to protect it. The only thing is, this extended battery was hard. You know, it wasn't rubberised. And I said to her, do you do a case for that? You know, because if I put that on, number one, it'll make the phone bigger, which I didn't mind. But number two, it then becomes hard again, like the phone, and it won't bounce. It will just drop and possibly break. She said, no, we don't do a case for that, so I didn't buy it. You know, I can't see the point of, I mean, if you drop it, it's going to break, isn't it? Anyway, and we came back and we got back. I suppose we walked indoors, back into the house at about 9:15 at night. And Ronnie again came and picked us up. But whereas, of course, he dropped us off at the departure place in the car park, he also decided to pick us up at the departure place. Because if you pick someone up at the arrivals place, you've got to buy a parking ticket now, which is outrageous. So he said, I'll meet you at the departures. So we came out of there. Unfortunately, the airport appears to be designed, this is Gatwick Airport, in such a way that it's difficult to get out of the airport to the departure place. All the walkways and the lifts seem to go to the arrivals. You see what I mean? So it was quite difficult getting back to the departures. But we got there eventually and home, and a wonderful day was had by all. I did bring my best friend Ronnie a little gift back for taking us. I bought him a Scottish scarf. I also bought him a jar of a tin of haggis. And I looked, quite frankly, I looked at the ingredients there and I didn't fancy any of that at all. Oh my God, it just what was it, lamb offal or something like that? I'm not a meat eater anyway, so I bought a tin of that. Or did I bring? No, I don't think I did bring my tin. No, I didn't. That was for Jimmy, my nephew. No, I also tried to bring him back a jar of jam, but unfortunately it wasn't allowed on the plane. Apparently any openable jars or bottles or anything like that, they have to be a very small size, and they took that off me at the customs, unfortunately. So we weren't allowed to bring that back, which was a waste of £2, but there you go. A lovely day was had by all. I'm going to show you the video now. Similar to yesterday's, I'm afraid, you know, listening to the sound on this won't make any sense at all. You need to watch it. So if you've just listened to this show and you want to watch the video of the show as well, please go to unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk and look for the show dated Tuesday, the 23rd of August 2011. Once again, go to unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk and look for the show dated Tuesday, the 23rd of August 2011. The email address to the show is chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Enjoy the video, and I'll see you on the next show. Bye-bye now. A very exciting day. I'm taking my nephew, Jimmy Butler. Say hello, Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy.
And my sister Sharon.
Hello.
And we are going on they are going on their first plane flight to Scotland and back, being driven by my good friend Ronnie.
Hello.
Good morning. So we'll keep you fully in contact on our way to the airport now, going to Gatwick Airport for a plane that goes about 11 o'clock. All right? Thank you. They've never been on a plane before. It's my sister and nephew.
holiday.
I have.
Are you sure?
Huh?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yeah. I missed the parlour.
Huh? Why? Are you scared?
Yeah.
Don't need to be scared.
You want to sit there?